Hello, welcome back to another Ruffa Sports Cards video. In today's video, I have my pickups from the $1,100 lot that I purchased from the Fairfield Card Show. Now, the Fairfield Card Show, one of the staples of in the entire Northern California card show community, at least that I found personally. Honestly, when I first went to card shows and started going to card shows, there was a lot more low end than there is nowadays. But I think that's also just the overall market, especially in Northern California, rather than anyone else's fault. Just the table prices, the living prices in California, there's a multitude of different reasons and avenues of why certain values of cards aren't represented enough in Northern California, and hopefully in the future that'll change. I had an idea or two about how that could happen, but not too sure how it could be implemented or if there even is a way for that to change. Hopefully in the future it will change, because as a low-end guy through and through, I am having a very difficult time sourcing enough inventory for my business, and I'm a little worried about the future and those endeavors of sourcing inventory, but I'm going to try to solve that in the future. Hopefully some consignment options in the future for you guys at home. Might do a little bit of a beta test or a trial run before I do that, but there's a ton of cards to go through in here. That is plenty long of an intro for this, but I picked this lot up from the Card Boys, and let's start going through it. So first off, I'm going to start off with some of the higher dollar cards that Lando set aside. I'll be explaining all the backstory of the Card Boys and all that. Honestly, I didn't even get to look, or I didn't even look through personally. I could have looked through if I wanted to for all these cards and all that, but they have price on the back. There's some $5 ones, some $10 ones. Not too sure what the max dollar is. I'm guessing maybe $10 would be the max value, but a lot of $5 cards that they set aside to, just to make sure that they got their value worth, and they knew, and then they counted the cards out as well. Very easy deal nonetheless. Straight easy deals with Mr. Lando and the Card Boys. So this lot, he reached out to me, and I've done deals with him before, a good bit of deals in the past, and they're when I find their value bins and they're stacked up, there's some good stuff in here for sure. Jackson Dart might actually get the start sometime soon. Not too sure what that one's going for. Jaden Reed, sadly injured right now. I'm also recording this so that I can start posting some of this on my eBay, because I do need to start listing on eBay and actually doing that consistently and all that. So there's some $5 soccer cards. Not too sure on anything soccer, to be honest. I might have to look those up and see. I might just lot them out on my whatnot. But JJ Barea, got just a ton of stuff here. Gold Shimmer, number to 8 even on the Rajon Rondo color match for the Lakers. That says gold snakeskin. That looks like a Mamba edition. Beautiful card there. That's like perfect color match too for the Pacers. That's actually a really cool card. We got Zaire Williams. That's a gold, or first off the line orange pulsar, number to 30 there on the RPA. Pretty cool card there too. Number 99, Sean Merriman. Got Joe Burrow. I've sold, actually, I might even have another one, but I think I've sold like 6 of those at $20. He's injured right now, probably potentially out for the season, so we'll see if he comes back or what I decide to do with those, with that card. And maybe I know I might have one more for sure. Colin Chandler, number to 499, first Bowman Chrome Refractor. Not too sure who he is, but $10 on it. Josh Allen, White Prism for Mosaic, number to 25 there. That'll go to the PC. Unless if it has like more than, probably I would put on a card like that for my PC, like more than $40 or so. I love the whites, and I think that is not first year Mosaic. That would be second year Mosaic, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, second year Mosaic. That would be Cam Ward on the rated rookie retros. Rated rookie retro. Yeah, there you go. Rated. Yeah, that's a little weird name for it. The rated rookie retro. Say that a couple times fast, I guess you can after you try it a couple times. But Bomb Squad, Cam Ward. I think those were actually $20. Some of the Bomb Squads had I think, some parallel to it, and actually pretty cool when it has the parallel. But number 25 on the Austin Barnes, Cam Ward, Elite Series rookie, Elijah Arroyo, number 99 there. I think he's a rookie wide receiver for the, yes, that would be a wide receiver for the Seahawks there. Robert Smith, number 25, first on the print there. I'll stash that aside to sell. Bailey Zappi on the Disco Fast Break auto there, or No Huddle auto. So that was the $400 value they said there. There's some decent stuff in here for sure. I'm going to have to look up all those ones that they put aside like that and then, you know, go about it. There's some good eBay stuff in here. Some stuff I might run on my whatnot. We'll see what I do decide, like those Cam horns. New product stuff will always do well. I'm at to pick up the pace here. So there's some $5 ones and under in this lot as well. I think maybe even a $7 one. Yeah, this one was a 7, or this was just 5 actually. Just 5. This one I accidentally had an issue with when looking through. Uh-oh. Holy. That was not good because it's in too big of a top loader. It looks like maybe some edge damage there, but really not anything super crazy. A little bit, but honestly nothing like so groundbreaking. But Caleb Johnson Origins, number 75 on the rookie patch. I have a really good Steelers mark, and that's really thanks to a couple Steelers fans in the room and all that. But Saquon Barkley champ is here. I was really excited about that one. Side of the side at $5. PS2, number 249. Or 425 on the All Pro Kings for $2. Yeah, sign me up. Some of these stuffs in their value bins is a grab, even if I don't buy the entire thing. But buying the entire thing means that I have some inventory on hand, and I love buying out collections and value bins and all that, especially when I see fit. But all this new product stuff will probably be sold today on my Whatnot stream. Each and every Wednesday, 6 p.m. PST, I go live and sell an absolute ton of cards, a lot of which you see in this video will be sold on there. My username is Ruffa, R-U-F-F-A, and you can get some absolute steals and deals, a lot of grade candidates as well. So come and check it out. I've only graded 22 cards ever, all time so far, and I'm hoping that changes, but I still have I think it's a 0.0009% chance or something, or ratio of grading. It's something really ridiculously low. Maybe it's 0.09% chance of, or ratio grading. Tie-dye number 49 there from soccer. Why not? Some of the soccer stuff I might have to lot out, or might decide to lot out. But yeah, so basketball is starting sometime soon. There's a lot of basketball in here, so that could do well. There's going to be the Whatnot Card Show as well, so make sure you come by and say hello. Hannah Hidalgo, I think that one in particular was like a $19 sale last. Might have to check it out and pop it up. I just knew Hannah Hidalgo mainly because of Gaby, but Kobe Tribute for $3, that's a snag all day. Pretty sure that's like I want to say maybe like an $8 card or so. At least it was at one point. Flex, photo of LeBron. Blue Disco, number 175 there of De'Aaron Fox. I'll set that aside for the PC. We'll see if I decide to offload that at some point. Tristan Wirfs, not playing for the Buccaneers still, but they are doing well. I'm pretty sure they're 3-0. I could be wrong, or 355. I think they had a scoring drive to win the game in the last in the first 3 games, so that would make sense why they are 3-0. Dame Time, number 49. Some of this basketball stuff I might offload during the Whatnot Card Show, because I'm a little worried about actually being able to source enough inventory, especially for it, and especially for football and all that. I'm hoping to figure out something. I have a couple plans. I have, look at that. Evan Fournier, sorry. Number 10, first on the print. That is a green swirl. Color match for the Celtics is 2. That's just sick. If I was a basketball guy in Mosaic, I only collect football, serial numbered stuff from Mosaic, but that card really would have me really wanting to. Number 149, that's purple ice Boogie Cousins, DeMarcus Cousins. That's color match for the Lakers, but he's in his Warriors uniform. It's also a color match for the Kings. I'm a Kings fan, but Golden State Warriors, number to 175 of Draymond Green. Beautiful card there. Alex Caruso, number to 99 there in his Lakers uniform. Some parallels of big-name guys. Number to 25, Jeremiah Hall. Is he playing still? Number to 25, Mojo Auto. Jeremiah Hall. Why does he sound familiar? We are only done with one row, and we have an entire, pretty much two more, an entire row, and then two row boxes. So a beautiful lot here. And again, I did tease that I'll be doing some consignment model stuff in the future. So I'm hoping that I can actually do that pretty soon. Gold Wave autograph there. That's pretty sick. Some of this, I might just lot out the soccer stuff all together. Number 49, Peyton Turner. Christopher Smith, Red Prism, number 199 color match on the autograph there. Charles Woodson for the PC. Any Woodson you see, I will end up piecing, unless if it just happens to slip by the cracks there. LSU, Devontae Smith. I'm just glancing over numbered cards. Micah Parsons, rookie parallel. Just glancing over those things. It is a big lot, and I need to kick it into gear, but I know some of these ones are some of the better ones. That's a Raiders autograph as well. It'll go into the PC. Parallels galore here. Soccer. I wish it was football, but I honestly, well, obviously, I guess this is football for you international fans and those who do believe that football is football. It only makes sense in English, I guess. Maybe not. It only makes sense in language. It's just kind of weird. Only making sense in language. Okay, Gold Wave there. JJ Redick, the coach for the Lakers. Grady, Mr. Amazing last name, number 50 on the gold refractor there. That's sick. Gold Wave, Jackson Hayes. Honestly, again, I didn't even look through many. Honestly, I saw some of the basketball, and some of the basketball was a little lackluster, at least what I saw personally. Obviously, there's been some cool ones, and I'm sure there's going to be some, relatively okay ones. Mike Ditka on the orange prism color match for the Bears. You got Sabrina Ionescu there on the blue laser. Velocity. Lauri Markkanen, Gold Wave. OG Anunoby, first year Gold Wave. Kevin Huerter, Red Scope, number to 99. Scotty Barnes, Blue Shimmer. You got Nicholas Batum. That is game used there. Game worn and used. Cole Anthony. One of my little sneaky stash away for Dynasty. Basketball. Mbappe, there you go. That one's pretty sick. I know Mbappe. You got Mr. Nickerson. And you got Zadarius Smith. Let's try to kick it up a little notch here because we're going to be here for a while there. Numbered cards. A lot of numbered cards. First of the line, Purple Stars. Westbrook. Color match for the Lakers uniform there. A lot of basketball here, but there is some good value basketball cards. Some stuff I might have to look up just to see what it's going for. If I don't think I can get it on Whatnot, usually sometimes I'll stash it away. Sometimes I need inventory really badly, or I want to increase my average sales dollar amount, so I will sell off certain things at certain points just to actually do that. This is a perfect timed lot for me personally. There's some good stuff in here for sure, and I always am going to need this type of stuff, and I really like doing the low end game. I just wish it was a lot easier to source. One of the things that I'm personally, that's going to be for the PC there, I'm personally having a little tough time wrapping my head around is the fact that I can't just buy these cards. If I was able to just buy them from a manufacturer or actually produce them myself, then it would be so much more of peace. I would be so much more at peace in my own mind that I wouldn't have to, I wouldn't be stressed about actually taking certain steps in my business journey to advance and all that. But I'm gonna be right back, get this stuff put up, and then go into the last two boxes here. All right, we are into the last two row boxes, which Definitely not a bad thing at all. Definitely a nice size collection buyout. Technically just a little value bin buyout, but still a little bit of a collection, I like to say. You got T-Law, not doing the greatest. There's some stuff that I'm going to have to lot out together for sure, but still there's going to be some cool stuff as well. The Amon-Ra rookies, you got, you know, numbered patches, you got rookies, big name rookies, all that stuff. Definitely some value in here interspersed. Some of this will be stuff I lot out together and just look to offload in bulk progressive lots. And I think that I have a lot of different avenues of selling that I even need to take more advantage of at my own personal. But see, I need to start, you know, going more and more into the actual, there's certain avenues of selling that I haven't been taking full advantage of. Elias Silva is pretty cool. They're like bulk progressive lots I don't do every week. I also, you know, kind of been stashing stuff aside for it, trying to make it cooler and cooler. I also don't want to like overdo the progressive lot stuff. It takes a lot to actually ship the bulk progressive lots and just time in general. But if I'm going to want to actually, you know, be serious about doing this as a business and going to be trying to do certain things, then I do need to actually do those things and do stuff more consistently and you know, actually be into the actual good mindset I should be about the business and all that. I'm hoping to at the current second, I'm not too sure what the time frame will be, what the timeline will be, but I'm guessing I might have to make up my mind and take the leap a little quicker. I accidentally, well, I offered to buy a table from one of the people that I know from the card community, from one of the card shows that's coming up, and he said that he would be interested in selling it off, but he's gonna have somebody that he already intended to vend with, one of his buddies, and he said that it might fall through though, and that he should I should message him because he doesn't know if it's gonna fall through or not. So it sounds like he's not so confident on there actually being, you know, someone that will take that spot up. So potentially that will be ending up being mine. But I did contact the card show host about buying one of the tables at a certain point in time, and when I did, I asked them if you had to have a business established. They said you didn't, but you did need your seller's permit. Now, technically, I could get a seller's permit with just being a sole proprietor in California. At least that's what it says online for me. And do your own research and all that. But the big thing is that I'm gonna have to create my own business eventually anyway, and I'm going to, you know, need to take that step and that jump and that leap here in the future. So I might as well try, like, these are numbered cards, color matches, big name guys here and there. Brock Bowers for the PC. I love me some Brock Bowers. I love Brock Bowers. He didn't get a ton of usage this last week, technically today while I'm recording this. Cameron Brink on the Prism rookie, and that's actually a true Prism rookie there. It might be like one of the photo variations, but at least it's the true Prism set there. A lot of base rookie studs and big name guys. Might look to bulk progress lot those out. Bo Breaker for the PC. Got a lot of Patty Mahomes. There's a good bit of Tom Brady, a little run of those cards as well at one point there. But I'm trying to potentially create my own website here in the future to Trey Lance, number 99 on the blue Prism from Mosaic. That will go to the PC, Brock Bowers for the PC. Trying to create my own website potentially where you guys could sell to me, maybe make it a little easier, or at least maybe even sell some certain stuff on there. There's some new football stuff, like look at that, Sensation Silver, TJ Watt, AJ Brown there. Try to make it a little easier. You're gonna need a website to, well, more than likely need a website to not advertise, but host the consignment model that I want to do. Red Stars First Off the Land exclusive there. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to make a website eventually, and creating a business will just make that easier. It'll allow me to sell on there, so potentially I'll end up selling some stuff on there. Some of the things I thought of also that would be nice because of having an established business and all that would be potentially going to be getting in with a distributor with Pokemon potentially, maybe even sports cards, not too sure. That would kind of just depend. I'm not the biggest fan of breaks myself, at least in the sense of I don't like the value proposition, but I know plenty of people do. I'm not too sure what really the future entails with that. It would just be a lot easier if my business model wasn't only reliant upon doing singles and low-end singles. So we'll see what that all entails, but yeah, I'm guessing I won't probably do a ton of breaks and boxes and all that in the near future. I would think that if I did that, I would probably want to build my capital a lot more before I invest into that endeavor. It just doesn't make much sense when I could be focusing on singles, doing, maybe going to a card show, like the Dallas card show or something of that sort. I get a little, this last time, like this Fairfield Card Show, I got a little out of it, like after I did this big deal, there wasn't a ton of boxes, and I kind of just ended up not really, having motivation, or like I just got, out of it for wanting to look through the boxes of cards. Obviously I kind of, left some, buying opportunities on the table, I'm guessing, but at the same time, there really wasn't anything for me in my own big time business model. The show, I heard wasn't the most, I don't know, the traffic wasn't the most attractive for the sellers or the vendors potentially. I don't know, a lot of people even asked me if I was selling anything, because I was walking around with a little case to stash some stuff in when I bought them, just in case I bought a little lot out from somebody that I needed to store, because I usually put them in my backpack, and in my backpack I can only fit, I have like 4 Walmart bags I stash the cards in, and then after that I have to put them just loose in my backpack, but I can only carry so much on my back, so I brought the case with me to do that. And a lot of people asked me because they saw my little case, and then I was a little off put by it. I don't know, I've never had, like, literally one kid, like, that was was a vendor table, literally walked up to me and was like, "Are you selling anything?" And I was like, because I was walking away, I wasn't like looking at any table or anything, I was like literally walking away to get to like somewhere else, like just to like see see where my next stop should be at the show. And I was just caught off guard by the kid. And I actually did see a YouTube video saying that people were, walking up to people, or, vendors were seeking the customers out to buy stuff. Obviously, I like to ask every now and then, but I don't leave my table to ask people. Nothing against that at all. I mean, that's honestly a crazy thing to see in the hobby. It means a lot of people are making money off of cards, and that they do need cards. They need the inventory, and I'm the same way. I need the inventory. I need the cards. I need the low-end inventory. And I think once, there's enough people that realize that all cards will end up selling, and there's a buyer for every card, the market will switch over to maybe where more and more low-end people are going. It's not a shame to be a part of the low-end market at all. It is actually my favorite market. It is probably, arguably, the easiest to get into as a actual like seller of cards, because just the actual quantity that you can get for your dollar, Fox for the PC, it's unmatched. Like, you don't have to compete on downtowns. You're not trying to have to pay 95% to try to sell for 100 and make $5 for every $100 you spend. You have to have a lot of money and a lot of capital in order for that actually to make sense in any given capacity. Like, if you have, let's just say, $10,000 and you bought $100 cards with that money to make $5 every time you sell it, you would only be able to, what is that, 100? It's like maybe, no, that would be, it would be 10. Yeah, so 100. So 100 times 5 is $500 every time, and you'd have to sell them through. So that's not really sustainable unless if you have a ton of capital. I would say, at least in my own thoughts, you have to have a lot of money. And for me, if I bought those high-end cards that you have to pay so crazy for, and so sell at a higher and crazier price to people, there then would be an issue with my own logistics behind the business, at least in my own mind, that I'm currently thinking. And this is actually the end of the lot. Let me make sure that is a true statement while I am here. Yep, that is the last of the lot there. So that lot pickup for $1,100. Honestly, I don't have any remorse from buying it. Obviously, you always want to pay fair, and you always want to pay strong, and you always want to pay what you can make money off of as a buyer and as a seller as well. And when you can think, especially for me at least, when you can think at the end of it, either that was a good buy, I would do that buy again. You're not really, feeling too, down about the buy, or at any point, in between now and when you go to sell it, you're not like, why did I buy this? Then that's probably at least a good sign that you're going to be fine on the lot purchase and pickup. There's some good stuff in here, and there's some cool stuff. There's some newer products, some stuff that I'm going to try to list on eBay, probably even in the next little bit here would be a good idea, because it's brand new product, and I could probably get a little premium for it at this current second. So I'm going to end up doing that, getting some of this listed, getting some of this sold and all that. But yeah, so going to end up calling it here. So the $1,100 lot purchase and pickup here. Let me know down below in the comments if you would actually pick this up. If you are here, just say hello. Say something in the comments about you noticing and watching this current moment, because you stayed here till the end, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Taking it easy with me. I hope I see you in the next one, and deuces.